Have a story to tell? I believe you. Ghost, cryptids, the unknown. Let's talk about it. This is my GhostCast. Hey guys, welcome back to my GhostCast. Today's episode, we're interviewing some old friends, good friends, matter of fact, GenX Paranormal Investigations. Now, this episode, we're talking about the Candyman. For those of you guys who don't know, they'll tell you all about it. This episode goes from funny to interesting to scary to super scary. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think. Hey guys, welcome back to my GhostCast. I'm your host, Torres Gonzalez. Well, today guys, I have some old friends coming back and giving us an update on what they've been up to. GenX Paranormal. Welcome back, guys.
How you doing, Torres?
Hey,
buddy.
Awesome. So the guys, just for those of you who are just watching us and you're getting back to start watching us again, I know we've been in and out. Apologies for a little delay on some of the episodes. A lot of stuff going on, positive stuff, and negative. Yeah, we'll kick its ass, so we'll be good. What you guys been up to?
I'm Bam Bam, and
the expert on creepy shit.
I'm the expert on creepy shit.
I'm Mikey, the engineer, even though I really don't like that word. But...
And I'm Huggy. I'm the talker and the one that keeps these in line.
He spanks us.
I like it.
So what have you guys been up to since we last talked?
Well, we went down to Florida, and there was a little deal down there that Aaron wanted to check out, and Mikey collected some stuff from there. It was the White House Boys. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but it was an all-boys school. That was what were the years it was open? It was closed in
It opened in
90s, right?
1900, and then it closed in 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of boys that were abused there.
Physically and sexually.
But we did other things too since then.
True,
Yeah.
true.
We got Demon Road,
Yeah, we did the Demon Road,
Tommy Lynn Cells.
Tommy Lynn Cells,
So
Dean the Candyman Corll.
And then Crosby, near the Black Hope Cemetery out there in Crosby.
yeah, we were able to help some people out there. It was real nice.
It was kind of cool.
So what these guys do, folks, is they go out and I would say they help people and they help the community, and overall they kind of help in the bigger picture of what they're doing. If you need help, we'll give you their information out there. So what they do is, you guys want to kind of tell them a little bit what you do, kind of a short.
Yeah, we put evil shit in the box.
Yeah, so energy can't be destroyed, but it can be manipulated and relocated. And there's dark energies out there that plague people and make them sick and all kinds of things. So we're just trying to move that energy into these boxes so that we can stow those away from everybody safe and try to make a difference in the big scheme of things.
Yeah, so if you guys know anybody that needs any help, say they're having some stuff going on at their house, they just don't know who to turn to, we're the guys that can come in and clean that up for you. We don't charge you for anything. We do this just to help people. We enjoy doing it, and we don't go after just any spirits or anything. We go after negative stuff, demons, bad spirits. things that are intended to hurt you. Because not everything out there is bad. It doesn't intend to hurt you.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was hoping to get to, and you seem to have answered it. One of the questions is, what's the difference between you guys and regular folks that go out, ghost hunters or people out there? You seem to have answered it for the most part.
Right. Yeah, that's what I think sets us apart. Is we're trying to do our small little part to rid any evil we can out of this plane of existence, right? Just to give people calm, peace of mind, enrich their lives, nobody wants to hear their kid being tormented at night when they're sleeping, and who do you turn to? Well, you can turn to the church, but they're going to do what they, believe is exorcism, or, they're going to do a cleansing of the house. But where does that spirit go?
We actually have done a project where the church has come in and was unsuccessful in clearing out the house. We were successful. So we're different. Others are wrong. It's just we have our own way of doing things that seem to work, and then we just move on with that.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you guys are around. We're with GenX Paranormal.
We're going to be following around the GenX crew as they attempt to harvest and capture the spirit of the infamous serial killer, Dean the Candyman Corll. So sit back and relax as we figure out what's in the box.
Hey guys, welcome back to my GhostCast. Your host, Therese. Today's guest, GenX Paranormal. Guys, so tell us about your first story.
So, on our first adventure, we were going after a famous serial killer called Dean the Candyman Corll. Dean the Candyman Corll killed how many young boys?
Oh God, I believe they confirmed, I think it was 27, but it was expected to be almost 70 or so more.
Yeah.
And they had to stop. He had a boat storage in, what side of town was it?
Sugar Lake.
Sugar Lake.
From
Yeah.
Silver Lake.
Yeah. And they had to stop it, I think 13 bodies, because he buried them in the dirt floor, and the decomposition and all the nastiness from the bodies were making them sick. Even they were getting inmates to dig. It was so bad, and it was pretty horrible. Somewhere, if you like, I believe I still got the printout of the layout that they found all the bodies in, the forensic. It's a hand-drawn police sketch of how the bodies were laid out and parts and everything else. And we actually went to the scene, and we actually went to the storage unit, but they built a concrete slab under it now. But it was very creepy even going out there.
And they believe that there's one more child in there. It wasn't humanly possible to get all the bodies. So there's believed to still be at least one more child in the ground over there.
Oh, that's really saying something too. I mean, yeah, Mike, if you can get me that sketch, I can, we can have it to where folks can see it on here. And again, the name of the killer was what again?
Dean Corll. Dean Corll, his family owned a candy shop in the Heights, and it was early 70s. I believe it was 69 to I think he died in 73, wasn't he? Yeah, almost a year before I was born, he died. And he lived in Pasadena when he died. But his parents owned a candy shop in the Heights. And that's how he would get all the I think that's how it came up, you want some candy? Get in the van with the candy, kind of thing.
Yeah, he was like the first candy man.
And if anybody wants any information on the Candyman, and it's all over the internet, on YouTube and everything else, but we can tell you our personal experience with it. Mikey went and approached the people that live in the house that he was killed in by his accomplice. And we talked to them and found out they had a lot of things going on. They were just talking about some of the things that they had going on in the house.
Well, first off, they didn't speak any English, and I don't speak good Spanish. So I had to take my wife to translate because she's fluent. And so they were, first off, they had it was a Mexican family. They had 3 kids. Their oldest son, I believe, committed suicide. And their daughter was being choked at night. And then the youngest child that they had, he couldn't invite his friends over no more because they would, the doors would open and close and slam by themselves. And the wife they kept she kept hearing rocks between 3:30
a.m.
Yeah, to 6 in the morning being thrown at her window constantly.
And they'd go out and check and there'd be nobody or nothing there.
Yeah, and they called the church, and the church came in and did a cleansing of the house. And it got a little bit better, but not much.
So to expedite the story a little bit, we obtained some personal effects and deeds. And we use those as anchors to draw him to the box that we store these entities in, whether they're demons or spirits or whatever. And we went out to that location where they found the bodies to do what we call the harvest.
In High Island.
In High Island is where they found the bodies.
Well, don't forget, we was going to do it at the house.
Yeah, we were going to do it at the house, but they weren't comfortable with it.
Yeah.
They said they wanted us to do it, but then the day before we were going to actually go on site, the husband called and said he's afraid it'll get worse, and he didn't want to do it. So we respected his wishes. That family's been through some serious stuff, and I don't want to put any more of a burden on them. So we came up with kind of a clever idea of getting these anchors and taking them to places where victims were buried, because they weren't all buried at the boat stores. They were also buried out at High Island.
And Lake San Fran.
Yeah. And so we were able to locate roughly the area where 7 of the bodies had been buried on High Island, and that's where we actually perform our harvest. That's when we collect the energy and bind it to the box itself.
He works his
That's
mojo.
very interesting. What was that, Mike?
He works his mojo.
So at this point, Chris, I'm pretty much helping my buddies. I'm a total skeptic, and they're laughing at me saying, "You're going to need a neon sign to believe." I said, "Absolutely, I'll need a neon sign."
Yep.
So after Aaron works his mojo, as Mikey says, and he's just sweating and his energy's drained and he can hardly walk back to the car, and I'm going, "Man, what is wrong with you?" And he goes, "I took a lot of energy for me to do that." And Mikey and I are picking up all the stuff we took out there, the equipment and everything, packing the car back up. we go back to the hotel because we decided to stay in a hotel with the box overnight. So,
because we were running tests.
we were running tests. We ran baseline tests.
We ran baseline tests before and after and ran the same test.
On the box.
On the box.
We had very interesting temperature changes. We had.
In the room or what?
I'm sorry?
In the room or near the boxes?
On the box itself.
What?
Like a 10-degree
Yeah.
temperature change.
Yes. Weight change in the box. Now, granted, we put some personal effects into it, but we accounted for that. What else did we have? We had the mood stone.
Yeah. The mood stone. Yeah, we took a mood stone like from a mood ring, and and this is legit, we put it on one of the effects before we did the harvest, and it burned a red dot in the mood stone.
That's what I sent you a picture of.
Yeah, that red dot, it's sitting on my nightstand. That red dot, the moonstone will turn black, and then when it gets light again, that red dot is still there.
Wow.
And that's been, when did we go do that?
Oh, man. I mean,
It had been at least, 4 months, 5 months?
so
A year ago.
we went back to the hotel, ran these tests again, and saw these differences, and we logged them in our logbook and everything. And we wanted to stay the night, see if anything happened. So we had cameras set up everywhere, and we had 2 cameras on the box, you know. Now, granted, we had a film crew that was in the room next door to us. At that time, we had a film crew. Their TV kept messing up. Our lights kept flickering on and off in our room. Kept hearing knocking at our door. Nobody there. And none of this happened, obviously, before we brought the box in there and stuff in it. Now, me being a skeptic, the light started flickering. I decided, okay, Dean, if this is you, show me it's you. And I started talking all kinds of crazy, but cussing him out, calling him a puss, really just baiting him.
There did that before.
Yeah, he did.
So,
Oh, me and Mikey are over there just looking at each other like,
Oh, shit.
hey,
It's getting real.
so
all you, Huggy.
I told him, I said, if you're going to make the light flicker, then why don't you make the light stay on? Or are you not that powerful? Well, sure enough, he did it.
Sent you the video.
The light stayed on, and then every now and then it would flicker off.
That video I sent you, the lights turned off,
Yeah.
but the bulb was on.
We'll be putting that definitely on the main video here.
Recording.
Yellow, amber,
Oh, it's multiple colors.
they don't have red. So if it's yellow or amber, it's tense and excited. Brown, gray is nervous or anxious.
Dude, it's red.
Blue is calm and relaxed. There's no blue, it's all greens and reds, huh?
Yes.
So later, and the cameras kept going out, the batteries kept going out. They were just burning out, and we had cameras that were supposed to last all night long. Multiple cameras, and every one of them went out. So when the last camera went out, I took my cell phone and put it on record and set it on the box because I was the last one to go to sleep. Well, I don't know how long after that, but you can hear us all snoring, sawing logs and everything. And all of a sudden, the whole screen just shakes, the light, the lamp, everything. And you hear a bang.
And you'll actually see the lamp kind of stutter right before it does that. The light bulb will actually kind of stutter a little bit right before it moves.
Wow.
Not only does it do that, but a few minutes later, it does the exact same thing again.
Yeah, I actually have 2 videos, but they look the same.
So, me being the skeptic, the next morning when we saw that, I tried to replicate it. I tried to hit that nightstand, whatever. The thing's bolted to the wall. It's not supposed to move. So I couldn't get it to move. The other funny thing is, the light that he was messing with, there was 2 bulbs on the lamp. The light that he was messing with no longer worked anymore, and he was messing with the other light now.
The one closer to you.
Yeah.
After you talked all that smack.
Yeah.
That's why.
See how that works, huh?
Me and Mikey slept just fine.
Yeah, I had to share a bed with them, and they were like, because you gotta understand too, Dean Corll was a pedophile and a rapist. He would hold these boys and rape them and torture them. Like, I mean, dude, they found a box of sex toys, and he would handcuff them and tie them up to a sheet of plywood that he had holes drilled in for their genitals. And he was like,
Yeah, we don't know how clean you want us to keep this, because it gets really vile. The dude's an evil piece of crap.
oh yeah.
Evil.
And the story of how we actually, well, after all this happened, after we did this, I went back to the family to check on them, like 2 weeks after? I got their son, who speaks great English, and he basically just was like, look, we want to move on, so just don't come back more, okay?
But he also said
that nothing had happened.
Yeah.
And that just
They just wanted to heal.
yeah, put the past behind.
They had no idea that we did what we did.
Yeah, they didn't know nothing.
I mean, we didn't tell them.
Yeah, and
Because if it's going well for them, we don't want to jinx it in any way. So,
Right.
yeah, and then just all kinds of stuff happened, man. I mean, it was probably one of, I gotta say, during the harvest was just insane. I'm talking, man, it was on the beach, and it was just crazy.
Hurricane winds.
Yeah, damn near hurricane winds. I mean, like 30-mile-an-hour gusts, man. And the waves were just, I mean, it was just, they were beating the shore. And
Hello? Are you guys there? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah.
yeah,
Hold on, we got our tech wizard. looking at
yeah,
it.
our tech wizard's fixing her up.
We just can't see you.
All right.
Okay.
So
Well, you can see us, though, right?
Yeah, I can see y'all.
to continue on, it was so it's hurricane winds. This up in the sky, there's a real vibrant, bright red star.
Hmm.
Just very interesting night. You can almost feel the energy in the air.
I could feel it based on when you started talking about it. We had glitches now show up on.
All right.
I know exactly. That's why I'm like, oh, this is getting.
This ain't nothing new with us. Every time we are you recording?
I am.
Okay. Every time we plan a project, weird crap happens to us, but sometimes bad stuff happens to us. We actually have nicknamed them the tremors. You know, that they're what happened before we do a harvest. It's almost like something out there doesn't want us doing this, and we just we take the punishment and we keep on going, because the more bad stuff that happens, it just tells us that we're on the right path, and it just makes us go harder.
We have other stories we'll tell you another time that's made every one of us almost quit.
Yeah,
Can't do it. Gotta keep going.
Yeah.
that I understand. So it
So-
makes us all warriors, right?
technical problems.
Oh, yeah.
Water pipes blowing out. I mean, just anything you can think of has happened.
Don't give out too many teasers.
Okay, but I've just, it's been a rough road.
Actually, my house is plagued right now, and our next project is to do my house with this box.
Yeah, this is one of our boxes. Every box is different. Each box is made completely different. The inside is something of a trademark we can't really show you, but the tops, they're utilized in the harvest as well. Each project is specifically made for that project, so it takes hours and hours for us to make one of these, and we do a harvest. We collect the negative energy, and then we cover it with wax, put it away to never be seen again. And we do it all over again, over and over again. Just know it helps me.
And we have to constantly cleanse ourselves and everything. That's why we got to do my house. I brought something back from Demon Road. And it's been progressively getting worse to the point where the people in my household are waking up with scratches and marks. So,
which
not good. Yeah.
Well, but it's a part of. I'm telling you, these issues are going to keep happening as long as we talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm good at building the boxes. Computers, I'm not really so. Hey, we call this one. This is the new style that we do. I like that. I nicknamed it the cigar box of doom. I think it's kind of cool. It's not real big because I was getting to where, man, them mothers was like, I don't know, a foot tall, 10 inches by a foot wide, but we didn't need it so big to take up so much space. So Aaron said, "Hey, why don't you can we condense it down?"
I got a question. Do you guys happen to have a picture or something of the box from the story you're telling?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I'm not gonna.
Oh, we've got it on the internet.
You want to share it up? I'll put it on the episode. That way, as people can see it. I think it'd be.
We've got pictures on our website of it, so it's already out there. But we'll definitely send it to you. We've got a video of that harvest on our internet page.